guys, SCSurvival and Hunting here, coming at you with a tabletop review of two of the best neck knives made by CRKT. We're going to be looking at the Minimalist Bowie and the Minimalist Wharncliffe here. So just to start off with, this is the Minimalist Bowie. This knife is $40 on the CRKT website. I feel sure you could probably find it a couple bucks cheaper on Amazon, if not on Blade HQ or some of the many other great websites for knives. So we're just going to do a very quick review of specs of both of these knives and just tell you, some basic purposes and why these knives are so great to have and why you need to buy yourself one. So to start out with, both of these knives are bead blast finish knives. They are compact utility neck knives and they are glass reinforced nylon sheaths. Now both of these sheaths are very well put together and not something that you would expect coming from a $40 knife from a manufacturer. Now the neat thing about this sheath right here for the Bowie is that this sheath will not only fit the Minimalist Bowie, but it will also fit the Minimalist Tonto knife. Now the Wharncliffe sheath will only fit the Wharncliffe knife, so that's also something to note when you are buying these knives. Now to start out with, the Bowie itself has a blade length of 2.125 inches. It is a plain blade edge. The steel on it is 5 CR15 MOV steel, and it is also a bead blast finish, something that holds up very well to scratches as well as stains. The weight of this knife is 1.6 ounces. It's very light, very easy to hold in the hand, has 3 little finger grooves. And the neat part about this little thing here on the end, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it adds a little grip for your pinky if you have larger hands like me. So as you can kind of see, it fits perfectly, and if I didn't have this little nylon rope here on the end, I would not have anything to hold on to with my pinky, and it would make it a little bit uncomfortable. Also, it has little grooves right here on the top head of it for extra grip for your thumb when you are doing fine work with it. Makes it very easy to use. Now the Wharncliffe knife also has those grooves on the top as well, and it also has the nylon rope handle added to it as well, something that adds for comfort in case you have larger hands like me. Now if you have smaller hands, it's not anything to really worry about. Now the sheath material is glass reinforced nylon, like we said. The overall length of the Bowie right here is 5.13 inches, something that makes it very easy to use, but not too big for doing fine, small work that you would need precision for. Now the blade length of the Wharncliffe right here is 2 inches overall. It's a plain blade edge with the same steel used in the Bowie, because they're the exact same type. Again, if you did not catch that, that's the 5 CR15 MOV steel. It's very good quality steel for smaller knives as well as a little bit bigger knives. It also has a bead blast finish. It weighs 1.1 ounces. It's a little bit lighter than the Bowie. But I mean, when you're holding them in your hand, you really can't tell which one is lighter. Now the handle on this one is polished resin infused fiber, so that's a little bit different handle than the Bowie. The handle on the Bowie is polished resin, so it's a little bit different style. Very similar in material, but a little bit different style. As you can see, the colors are a little bit different here. Something that adds a little character to each individual knife. Now those were just some of the quick specs on the knives. Now what makes these knives very unique and very likable is that they are easy to use, they're lightweight, they're strong, they have very good edge on it, so they cut very well. The Bowie is great for skinning, tending to animals, once you've killed them, processing. It's great for fine work, it's great for whittling too, carving, stuff like that. Whereas the Wharncliffe, it has a straight edge, so the purposes are going to be a little bit different. You can still use it for skinning, but it would not be ideal. It's great for, let's say, you work in a warehouse or packaging company. It'd be great for boxes. It would be great for doing small tasks as well. Also, it would be great for cooking and ensuring that you have a very clean and germ-free knife. But other than that, both of these knives are very similar. They have very similar features. weight. They have the exact same steel, and all around they are great knives. They're both priced at $40 a piece, $39.99 on the CRKT website, and feel sure you can find them a little bit cheaper on another blade website.
One thing to add about the two CRKT knives, with the company CRKT, the blade angle that they usually go from is anywhere between 30 degrees and 40 degrees, which is ideal for smaller EDC and outdoor work. So that's just a quick spec about the blade angle of what you can work with.
So with that being said, we hope you enjoyed this video of a quick review of these two CRKT minimalist neck knives. These are very good, very easy for utility, EDC, small bug out bag, truck, whatever it is. So if you don't have one, go ahead and pick up one of these today, as you will definitely enjoy it and get a lot out of it. Alright, so in this last little section before we wrap up and close this video, we started doing a little something different with our knife tabletop reviews. We're going to be rating these knives on a scale of 1 to 10 based on 5 different things: versatility, out-of-the-box sharpness, ergonomics, design, and affordability. So we're going to first start out with the CRKT Wharncliffe, thank you. Name slipped my mind. So first of all, we're going to be looking at the versatility of this knife. I'm going to go ahead and give this knife a 1.75 out of versatility, because it is very versatile, but it is not the best that it could go be. You can use it for most tasks, small tasks, not anything too big, great for prying, drilling, stuff like that, but overall it is just not what it could be, although that's nothing against the knife, that's more the blade design itself. The next thing we're going to be looking at is out-of-the-box sharpness. It has a very well out-of-the-box sharpness, came very sharp, was able to slice paper. However, it's not the sharpest knife I've ever felt out of the box, but it's definitely up there with some of the better knives for the price. The next thing we're going to talk about with this is ergonomics. It's very lightweight, has a good blade length, very nice length of the overall knife itself, feels good in the hand, especially with this added little nylon rope handle. So it feels very good, and overall it has a very well put together ergonomic feel. The next thing we're going to talk about with this Wharncliffe is the design. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Wharncliffe. While you can use it and it works good for some tasks, you can pretty much accomplish those tasks with the Bowie, or you could accomplish it with a Tonto knife, etc. So I'm not going to give it the best rating for design. It's not the most overall effective design for a knife. It's more personal preference, but that's just me. And the last thing we're going to talk about with this knife, the Wharncliffe, is the affordability. Now the affordability is $40, and that's going to be the most expensive price you'll probably pay for this knife. As we said earlier, you can probably find it cheaper on Amazon or on Blade HQ, other websites, maybe $25, I don't know, whatever the price is. Anyway, it is very affordable for the price. You definitely get what you pay for, but you also get a very well put together knife. It's not something that's going to fall apart on you. It's going to be something that's going to last you throughout the years, as long as you maintain it, keep it sharp, stuff like that. So anyway, it's overall a fairly well put together knife for the price. So for the CRKT Wharncliffe, we are giving this a 8 out of 10 stars. It held up together pretty good in some of our testing that we did on it. Overall maintained sharpness, the design was okay, and the affordability was very good for it. So for the Wharncliffe, it gets 8 out of 10 stars, and I think that'll be good for that one. Now the last one we're going to be looking at here is the Bowie. The Bowie, in my opinion, is my favorite out of the two. I like the design better. I think it has more versatility, so it's going to go get a very well put together rating on versatility. It feels very well. It's a little bit heavier, a little bit longer, so overall it's a much better versatility. Fits in the hand very well. I like it. Works good, works well for the purposes you will need it to be. Overall, out of the box sharpness was fairly good. It was hand in hand, very close with the Wharncliffe, so it's going to get about it's going to get a similar grade on that. Now ergonomics, it's not the best ergonomics on this knife either. I mean, you know, these are neck knives, you know, small, you know, a little over 2-inch blade, you know, not the best for ergonomics, but it is what it is. Design is a very well put together design. I always love Bowie designs. They always come together well. They're always able to perform your tasks. I also love this little nylon handle. Adds more grit to it, and overall it gets a very good grade for design. Also, it gets another good grade for affordability. Again, same price as that one. So overall, this knife gets an 8.5 out of 10 stars. Probably one of the best neck knives I've ever seen, as far as versatility, out of the box sharpness, ergonomics, design, and affordability. So overall, fairly good knife. I like it. You know, it works good for the purposes. But I have to say, out of the two, my favorite would definitely be the Bowie. Anyway, it is up for you to decide which one would work best for you. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out some of our other tabletop and knife reviews, as we will have more coming out shortly, and some more ratings on knives. So again, guys, we hope you enjoyed it. This is SCSurvival.